Countdown to economic collapse.
Hello, my name is DeKeesh, and I'm an economist. I've been practicing for more than 20 years, and I just wanted to let you know about
This is the weird, unsatisfying case against S&P by Bethany McLean of Reuters. And finally, this comment came from one of the bloggers that said, you could look across the entire mortgage real estate sector of the economy and see the exact same manner of unethical practices in nearly every corner. Now remember, back in 2010, S&P told Barack Obama if he didn't cut the budget, we'd be facing a lower credit rating. Well, is it possible Barack Obama is trying to discredit the discreditors? As the market began to melt down in 2007, S&P fully understood that it was helping the investment banks move bad securities off their books and onto the laps of investors, and took pride in the money it was making as a result. The government says from September of 04 through October of 07, S&P slapped credit ratings on over 2.8 trillion residential mortgage-backed securities and an additional 1.2 trillion of CDOs. Without a triple rating, those securities couldn't have been sold.
The United States is headed for a total collapse. And it's not going to be just financial collapse. Financial collapse is a huge part.
As von Mises once said in his seminal works regarding deflationary trends in economy, even if you print all the money in the world, the value of the currency will decline over time.
Countdown to economic collapse.
And von Mises was the first one to point out that if you, by governmental fiat, print ever-ending amounts of currency, the value will decline. Many people say von Mises is a bullionist. However, he said, to quote him, gold is a good medium of exchange to prevent government from devaluing the currency because gold is hard to produce.
The United States is headed for a total collapse. And it's not going to be just financial collapse. The United States is headed for a total collapse.
And von Mises was the first one to point out that if you, by governmental fiat, print ever-ending amounts of currency, the value will decline. In fact, Ludwig von Mises, in The Theory of Money and Credit, page 14, states, none of the arguments that economics advances against the inflationary and expansionist doctrine is likely to impress demagogues, for the demagogue does not bother about the remoter consequences of his policies. He chooses inflation and credit expansion, although he knows that the boom they create is short-lived and must inevitably end in a slump. He may even boast of his neglect of the long-term effects. In the long run, he repeats, we are all dead. It is only the short run that counts.
So here's the situation of what I'm learning about Las Vegas. Sure, a huge amount of houses, sure, a huge amount of collapsed commercial real estate, but there's a human element to this too.
The United States is headed for a total collapse. And it's not going to be just financial collapse. The United States is headed for a total collapse.
Countdown to economic collapse.
The United States is headed for a total collapse. And it's not going to be just financial collapse. The United States is headed for a total collapse.